So let's start right there, Big Nail. December 7th, 2003, at New England, and it's 28 degrees at kickoff in Foxborough, so it's cold. And
Yeah.
now midway through the second quarter, it's even colder.
Yeah.
So we call a pretty routine play, Ricky Williams play or whatever it was. But what happens to you is anything other than routine. You go and you make contact with Teddy Johnson, hell of a linebacker for New England at that point. What do you remember from that play?
I remember, they called the play in the huddle, and I knew it was cold. It was really cold, but I knew I was with the defense, the 3-4 defense they were running. It was gonna be me and Ted. So I knew, play with a guy named Joe Panos in Buffalo who had hit Big Ted, and I guess he broke his neck or something like that. So, in my mind, I'm saying, okay, this cat breaking necks out here, but I'm like, I'm up for the challenge. So I took my step, and we ran the play. I took my step, I hit him. And when I hit him, I heard my helmet, it kind of like it made an eggshell sound like, and I got into my block and I started driving him. And as I'm driving him, helmet just fell off my head, man. And I kind of like, and everybody on the field just froze. So, one of those moments like you're in the park or something and you're riding your bike or something and the bike breaks or tears up in front of all your friends. So everybody's quiet. Nobody's saying anything. And all of a sudden, Willie McGinest was like, damn, your shit broke, man. So I'm pissed off. Everybody looking at me. So I pick it up off the ground, run to the sideline. And, I think I saw Dave and the guys on the sideline. Everybody looking at me like, you okay? I'm like, give me a fucking helmet, man. Give me a helmet. I'm trying to get back out of the play. And everybody's looking like, are you okay? I'm like, no, man, give me a helmet, man. So they gave me the helmet. I go back out, and I'm really pissed off because I'm saying, like I said, it was almost like an embarrassing moment, but at the same time, they high-fiving each other like, oh, man, we breaking helmets out here.
Right.
And I'm pissed off.
Oh, yeah, they talking shit. They talking shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, come on, man, let me get back out here in the fire, But that was a crazy incident, man. Like I said, I've never had anything like that happen. I always pride myself on being a hard hitter as well. So we hit, I knew it was going to be a collision, but, it made me, I felt like, like I said, like a kid, like I remember a time when I was playing basketball in Little League basketball. And me and all my boys were out there, man, and my mom had bought me these shoes from like the dollar store or something like that when the Velcro strap shoes had just come out. And I'm out there, man, we doing one-on-one drills, and all of a sudden I playing a little defense and my whole shoe ripped.
Oh, man.
So it's kind of like that same feeling, man, when I fell in front of my partners, my shoe ripped. So now I'm out here, my helmet broke. So it's kind of like that. But I mean, it was something, like I said, it never happened freaky. And, it was just a freaky, great play.
Yeah, no, you know what, Big Seth, we all, Jamie and I, we grew up with shoes like that. You know what I mean? The shoes were so great. The rubber soles were great, but what was covering them wasn't. So you might do a jump stop. The shoe might stop, but you might keep going through them damn things, man.
You might miss a stitch or two in there when they're putting it together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Big Nels, do you remember whose helmet you got? Whose helmet?
I think it was Timbo, because I don't think he was playing that game, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Timbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had a calf injury or something. He didn't miss many, but that was
right.
Towards the end.
Yeah, from what we understand, Big Seth and Tony Eguez said that they had to reevaluate how they handle the helmets and the technology that they use in helmets because of that incident, because obviously that's not supposed to happen.
Exactly. Like I said, that was something that, to hear it, and then, you hear it, but then the way it fell off my head, it just like slid.
That was the yolk. It sounded like an egg, and then that was the yolk.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It slid off my head. And like I said, I think it was something, man, that we were all out there. I remember Ted Washington. Every time we come to the line, he would call out, "Hey Ricky," just kind of making a little fun. Hey Ricky. And when that happened, everybody was like, man, what's
right
going on out here, man?
Tony did say that, Jamie, because I reached out to try and get maybe a funny part of the story, and Tony said, well, one, he said, look, Jamie went right back out there. I think he missed one play.
Like
he did not even flinch, and he said that that everyone talked about the helmet, and he said in reality the helmet did its job because the helmet absorbed the blow, and it's right. Yes, the helmet's not supposed to break like that, but what it's supposed to do is protect your head from having the issue. And so he did his job, but he said every helmet manufacturer went back to the table when they saw that because they didn't want their helmet to be the next one to split. And what's crazy is he says that there was all this technology out there that they were all sitting on, but everybody was kind of scared to be the first to market with new technology because helmets have been made the same way for so long. And that's when they were like, nah, forget about it. We need to come back to the table with something that's going to make the game safer. So he's like, I don't even know if Jamie realized it, but the game is safer today for millions of people, not just NFL players, but millions of people that play this sport because Jamie Nails split a damn helmet on.
The big nails.
That's